During a recent interview with GQ, Andrew Garfield, the Amazing Spider-Man himself, dispelled rumors that he has signed on to reprise his role in the upcoming fourth Marvel Studios Tom Holland-led Spider-Man film. Ever self-aware, the actor acknowledged the weight his objections would hold, given his track record having been in the exact situation prior to No Way Home's release, saying, "I'm going to disappoint you, yeah, no, but I know no one's going to trust anything I say from now on." Is this a case of the boy who cried wolf spider?
I'm sure that's a variant somewhere. First of all, Andrew Garfield put his reading glasses on during the Golden Globes and pierced everybody's heart, so that needs to be said. And if you haven't seen that clip, you will now. It'll be in your algorithm. You're welcome. I don't believe him at all. I think he played his hands so well during that No Way Home stuff. And he's right. Nobody is going to believe him. And I think that works so much to his advantage for all this Spider-Man thing. He also said something like, "Oh, if it worked in the story and I felt it in my soul, and if maybe I'll have 5 kids and I need to send them to college." And I'm like, "Oh, Andrew, I see what you're doing here. I see the deflection. I see the world building you're doing with this lie." I don't believe him. I bet he's gonna be in it. I hope he's in it.
He just lied so hardcore in the lead up to No Way Home. I mean, he was in all of the junkets, all of the press tours. "No, I'm not in it, I swear. I would never be in it. No, I've already done with that character." All this stuff. You know, once a liar, always a liar, Andrew. We'll wait and see until we actually see the movie. But I just feel like, yeah, I mean, if he's going to be in it, what do you expect him to say? Just be like, nod, nod, wink, wink. Like, no, of course he would deny it. And now we sound crazy because we're saying that he's lying on purpose. But look at history here. Look at what happened with No Way Home. That's literally the
he
story.
He gaslit the globe. I mean, like, good for him.
I believe him, but not because he's a good source of knowledge. He has forever sullied himself. I'm just teasing. I'm so glad they lied to us. Like, I did not know. I heard there were spoilers. I stayed away from the internet. I did not know when he showed up that he was going to show up. I really tried to keep myself clear of the spoilers. And I'm so glad I did. I'm so glad that Marvel spent so much time making fake trailers. It was so good. One of my favorite Marvel things they've done in a while, because I love being surprised in the theater. So that's all great with me, but I don't really trust him. But I do not think he's in this movie because I think it's too soon to bring him back. I think they might go multiversal. They might have some of that. I do think we will see both of those characters again, Toby and Andrew Garfield, for Secret Wars. I think if they would be missing an opportunity if they don't bring everybody out, especially all the crossovers they already had, just seeing those two show up to help whatever Tom Holland Spider-Man is doing in Secret Wars, that would be French kiss, as they say, as BVK says.
Yeah, I got a little bit of a different reaction. I'm not going to be a hater here, but I don't know whether to believe him or not, but I do kind of hope he's telling the truth, because when I think about it, to your point, Matt, going into the theater not being spoiled was such an experience. But while I did go in not knowing whether it was going to happen or not, I knew it was going to be a possibility. So as much as I did love it when both he and Toby showed up, applaud-worthy moments, the cameo from that movie that really sticks with me because it just came out of left field for me was Charlie Cox's Daredevil. Like, that was the one that got an audible reaction out of me. I was like, woo! And everyone kind of looked at me. But so I think we saw it in that movie, then we saw it in Deadpool and Wolverine, bringing back Blade, Elektra. I just think you can only go to the well so many times before it starts to, it's diminishing returns. And I have to imagine, looking at Secret Wars, we're going to get a lot of characters there, and I think they have to save some of these cameos and the impact that getting to see these characters again are going to have there. And I'll talk about Tom Holland a little bit. It's as we talked about whether or not this was going to be a grounded street-level story for Spider-Man 4 or multiversal. I'm cool with multiversal if you want to take it that way, but I think we have to buy into the conceit that it's going to be kind of the par for the course for Tom Holland. In all of his Spider-Man movies, he's kind of had to share the marquee title with at least one other like big Marvel character. So I feel like he's never really. I love him as Peter Parker, and he's had plenty of opportunities to showcase his chops, but I still feel like he's never really gotten that Tom Holland solo Spider-Man movie. So I think this movie needs. Talking about Spider-Man 4, I think it's going to involve a lot of other characters, probably a lot of other variants coming off the heels of Doomsday. I think they need to just focus in on our one version of Spider-Man. Or, you can have, if you want to have, like, other Spider-Man, I don't think any of them should be unmasked. Just my take.
I feel so deflated now.
So, I'm so sorry.
I'm just kidding. As you're talking, I'm like, I sounded real stupid, didn't I?
No, not at all.
I doubt he'll be in it. I just think it'd be really funny if he was, and he's such a good
I'd love it if
about it.
I'd love to be proven wrong. Yeah.
Well, but too, at the same time, like, if you bring him back, it's like, okay, is that just what Spider-Man movies are now? Like, it's like we just did it with the 3, and then so are just Spider-Man movies the trio from now on? And, I don't love that.
Yeah, and you got the Spider-Verse movies running concurrently with those, so it's like, I guess all Spider-Man movies are just Spider-Verse movies. Like, that's just what a feature of Spider-Man is, that there's always more than one of him, and I think that's not a great precedent to set. I do think that, like, taking a minute away and having a movie without any other Spider-Man in it would be a good call. But, I would love to see Secret Wars, bring them both back, and freaking Miles Morales and Peter B. Parker, played by that actor Jake Johnson. Oh, I want to see him live action Peter B. Parker so bad. I want it so bad. He would be perfect. Okay.
Yeah. If I want another Spider-Man in the 4th one, I do want it to be Miles Morales. Like,
oh yeah,
100%.
Yeah. You just watched a clip from Multiverse News. If you liked it, go to our channel. We got a whole episode that it comes from. So go check that out and hit the like and subscribe. And we got lots of clips you'll enjoy, but also full hour-long episodes of Multiverse News with lots of things that don't even make it to clips. So check us out.
You stay clippy.